Hello, welcome to Celestial Waters. My name is Demi. So we're going to hop right into the reading. This is going to be a short and sweet Spirit Baby reading. So we're going to start with the Spirit Baby poem. Some of you could notice that you've got like huge birds of prey that have been circling around your house. That's coming through for someone. Or you could be noticing that you keep seeing huge birds of prey, kind of like an eagle, that kind of bird, very, very big. And a red kite, the ones we get in the UK that kind of look like they kind of just floated in the sky. I'm seeing one of those big birds as well. So can we get a poem for the collective? Thank you. We have here, affirm it with me, I'm your real life genie. Without the living in a lamp, I got that Midia's touch. Tales of great fortune and luck. Not a meal ticket, but I find the jackpot and hit it almost every time. Poverty mindset, I'm just not that way inclined. Royalty is hardwired into my bloodline. I remove pity and self-doubt just by walking into a crowd. Many will be intrigued by me because energy doesn't lie. On a side note, I do enjoy savoury pie. A powerful conscience, got no time for any nonsense. I'm the voice for victims, enjoy cooking up a storm in the kitchen. Organic ingredients, please. My body's health is important to me. When I'm reading this, I'm getting like a very powerful confidence, but also there's a clarity coming through. You guys are going to get a lot of confirmations about your spirit baby, by the fact that your spirit baby is not only around you, but they will be coming through Earthside. And when they'll be coming through, when you are destined to bring this child into incarnation and join this physical reality with you, there's something about clarity coming over you when it comes to that. Maybe it is you seeing these certain birds, you're realizing you're seeing them when you can feel your spirit baby around you, or maybe when you have a dream about your spirit baby, but they're going to be confirming what you've been feeling intuitively in the physical. But this soul was very, very powerful. As it says here, I keep staring, Midia's touch, Midia's touch. So they're an alchemist and just being shown like a statue of a child, and it's all made in gold. So this is literally that spirit baby. When they come through, you're going to notice how your luck is going to improve. You and your partner, your luck is going to be going through the roof. I do feel like that abundance energy you would have already have tapped into, because the spirit baby is helping you do that on the other side. That's part of their purpose, while they're part of your spiritual court before they come through, to help you with your abundance, to tap into the fact that your heart is a magnetic field. Your heart is literally a magnet, and you can use it to pull in your blessings. You can use it to pull in your heart's desire. That's what they're teaching you while they're on the other side. What else, Spirit? Some of you guys could have recently watched Aladdin, or maybe you just felt very, very connected to that cartoon when you were younger. Some of you could love musicals, because they're now showing me the musical version. I was seeing the actual cartoon, and then I was seeing the musical version. Maybe you are singers and you're like part of a theatre or some sort of choir. This could also be the purpose of this spirit baby coming through. We have, the milkman's no, he's not my dad. That saying will drive you both mad. My looks go generations back. I could be albino or just very fair. Maybe I'm a brunette in a family of blondes, but my voice would definitely sing the same song. I could be much darker than the rest, but in choosing this vessel, my soul knows best. Maybe I grow to look much younger or older. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So for a lot of them, they do have a purpose to sing and use their voice. So I do see them like, it's like on stage, like theatre and like in musical, that kind of energy is coming through. But they're going to have a very, very powerful throat chakra, which means they have a very powerful communication ability. If you have a powerful throat chakra as well, you normally will be someone who finds it easy to manifest and bring things to fruition. And what else, Spirit? Can I get one more poem for the collective? Okay, they're giving us two. So this one here says, crazy plant lady. That's what they all say. It's natural to love nature and want it all around. Display your plants loud and proud. Tender love and care. Talk to them, don't just stare. It's the same with babies. We need attention and affection to grow big and strong. When I'm first born, I'll be extra long. If you can keep plants alive, you'll do all right with me. I just have those human necessities. There's also, obviously, there's a sarcasm coming through when it comes to this card here. So I do feel like this spirit baby is going to be very, very sarcastic. But I'm seeing the word humour. So they are going to be very, very humorous, and they're going to understand jokes that adults will say around them. You'll realize at a young age they're going to understand what you're saying, but not just that, jokes. And they use certain words in the right context at a very, very young age. Literally, it's given like 3-4 years old, and you could be like, what the hell? But you're gonna know that that's an old soul. That's an old soul in this child. That could literally be like a nickname or a joke you give them. You could call this child like grandma or grandpa when they're a toddler. That kind of energy is coming through. Some of them could be very, very fond more of the older generation and like their grandparents. And I'm just seeing, so my cousin used to do this. They're bringing a memory in my head. But when my nan was in her garden and she was looking at her plants, my nan would kind of put her hands behind her back and be like admiring all of her plants. And then my little cousin, when she was a toddler, she would see what my nan's doing, copy and do the same thing. But that's what I'm seeing that's coming through. And then we have here creepy crawlies, spiders, caterpillars, centipedes. They have so many legs. Why do we only get 2? If I had that many, I'd be so fast. Mummy, daddy won't let me have a pet tarantula, even though I'd keep it behind glass. Bugs are so cool, lizards too. I like the ones that stick to the ground, not fond of the flying buzzing sounds. Butterflies are okay, especially when they land. You'll mostly find me at the bottom of the garden collecting all my friends, so be careful where you tread. I don't want their life to end. So the spirit baby is likely to be that child that's going to be in the garden making all those different potions with like mud, with the rainwater, with the leaves, with the sticks, but also going to be very, very fond of the bug kingdom. I'm being shown a crocodile. So maybe some of you guys live where you have crocodiles, like Florida. That could be coming through here. But I feel like this child is going to love going to the zoo. You're going to be constantly having those day trips and taking them out to different zoos. Because I'm showing you like visit different places around you, and maybe you drive a bit further and you always have to go to the zoo. That's like the first step they want to go. Particularly if you go abroad and you go on a holiday, they're going to want to be going to the zoo. Also, I'm being shown an aquarium, but more so the zoo, and they're going to like the bug part. The bug part of the zoo. Which deck next? This one. This one. So what else do the collective need to hear when it comes to this spirit baby? We have 6 of Swords. They're going to have a very, very vivid imagination. I'm seeing Merlin, the wizard Merlin that is coming through. So I do feel like they'll love to play dress up and dress in like wizard costumes. They'll always go for what is the brightest and what has the most colour. But again, 6 of Swords, this is always like moving to brighter horizons. This is what the spirit baby is helping you with on the other side, helping you to bring in your harvest and your abundance, helping you to close out a cycle, complete a cycle with the 10 of Swords. So this is what they're helping you do. They're ushering in an ending to bring in a new beginning. So you could feel like right now you're in a kind of death energy. You're about to be moving into a birth energy, an abundant energy. You see down here with the swords, it kind of looks like they're in a crocodile. Or the Loch Ness monster is also coming through. The Loch Ness monster that's in Scotland, I do believe. That's what's coming through. So the spirit baby is going to be very, very fond of mythology. And what we're told isn't true. But a lot of people do believe is actually true. So they're going to be very big on mythology. I feel like they're going to be very fond of like dragons, things like that. What else, spirit? And I get a few more cards from this deck for the collective. You guys could be noticing that you're seeing swords everywhere. You might be dreaming of swords at present. And this could also be a sign that you connect with not only Archangel Michael, but your spirit baby. We have here the Chariot. And that has come out with 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords, that's normally someone who is obviously like a thief in the night. This is what this looks like, a thief in the night. And again, I'm staring at the swords down here. Some of you guys could be Christians because I was seeing the swords at first as a cross. So you could be a Christian or just have a very, very powerful faith. Maybe you like take parts of Christianity and the Bible, even if you just walk a spiritual path. That's coming through for someone. But they're saying to keep your faith up, keep your prayers up, because you may have like energies around you. It could be people, but it can also be like just the dark forces, entities on the other side who can see you moving into this success, and obviously you're going to try and stop it because that's the whole role that they're playing when it comes to this divine orchestration. So do keep your prayers up and your wits about you, about who you have around you. And when you have conceived this child and you have announced that you've shared the fact that you were pregnant to other people, watch how people react and watch like who kind of pulls away. Allow them to pull away. Allow them to leave your life. Don't hold on. Don't ever hold on to people. We have here, don't ever hold on to the people that are the distancing themselves. That's for a reason. The Chariot. So that's that movement. And I love how this looks like the heavens. It's like a child who's coming from the heavens and is charging towards earth. They're charging towards you to join you in the physical. So the Chariot is coming through. I do feel like as well, it's like unicorns, dragons, unicorns, mythology, all these like magical creatures in this fantasy. So they're going to be very, very big when it comes to programs, movies, shows about fantasy. Not so much sci-fi, but more to fantasy. But I do feel like you guys will be finding feathers everywhere. You will be seeing feathers everywhere. And that is always a message from not only your guardian angels, but your ancestors and your spiritual court. Letting you know, they often do that to let you know they are around you, they're with you, but also that you are on the right path. Anything else, Spirit? This deck here. So what else does a collective need to hear when it comes to this Spirit Baby reading? I feel like you had all swords that came out. Yeah, so the sword is very, very significant. You had all swords that came out and then one major arcana, the chariot. So that will also be you standing in your power and putting those boundaries up. It's kind of like that, you know, the Queen of Swords energy or the King of Swords energy. We have here Lady Venus, light activation, call to action, power surge, earth mission. When you have fully claimed yourself and your gift and you know you are in your purpose, you are doing what you came here to do, this is when a lot of you are going to conceive. This is when this spirit baby will be joining you. Because like I said, they're on the other side and they're assisting you with tapping into abundance, tapping into your heart chakra and using it to manifest. They're assisting you with this. So they can't necessarily come through until they've done their mission on the other side, until you have come into yourself and into your success. Then they're going to join you and come through. You will be noticing as well, right before you conceive, your eyes are going to be very, very powerful. It's like that kind of black cat stare, or that, you know, the snake's eyes and a cat's eyes. It's like that kind of eyes you're going to be noticing. Very, very intense. It's like you're looking into people's souls when you're looking at other people. What else, Spirit? This is also going to be something very, very powerful and otherworldly about this spirit baby's eyes. And not just with you, not just the fact that you're going to recognize the soul, but like complete strangers may give you compliments on your baby and on your child's eyes. We have here transcending fear, facing fear leads to fearlessness, embrace your power. Exactly that confirmation. When you completely accept who you are and stand in your power, this is when the spirit baby is coming through. This card gives me like Medusa vibes. So maybe you're seeing that the goddess Medusa everywhere, but you're very, very intuitive, very clairvoyant for a lot of you. I feel like some of you have the ability of remote viewing and like telepathic communication. This is what is awakening within you. And some of you could be a bit like scared of it at first. If this is not you, this is the spirit baby coming through. Very, very powerful supernatural abilities that could intimidate the people around them. What else? This one. We have Sita and Rama, holy union, soulmate connection, romantic opportunity. So this is that confirmation for those of you that are with your person, that this is your person. If you haven't met the mother or father of your child yet, you will be having this spirit baby when you come into holy union. When you've met that person, your divine counterpart, your kingdom spouse. Or some of you may twin flame. If you hold the twin flame blueprint, because not everybody does, you will be having a child with your twin flame. But there's something otherworldly about your connection with you and your person. And then obviously you'll be creating that vessel for this spirit baby, for this soul that will also be otherworldly. I want to get one spirit animal from this deck here. So can we close out the reading, please? Can I get one spirit animal that is connected to this spirit baby? One spirit animal. They're giving us two. We have otter, initiations, be open through this transitional time. Yeah, because you're going through a death and rebirth. Like the phoenix, you're going to rise. And this is going to be a very, very powerful transformation. Like it says here, you're in an initiation. And conception is an initiation. Your spirit babies will be getting you prepared before they're able to come through. Maybe some of you have been feeling like very... more going with the flow, but less about, oh my god, I need to do this, I need to do that. Less about control and more about going with the flow, feeling very at peace with yourself and your life. And when you tap into that energy, you're going to get pregnant. This baby's going to come through. They were doing that sound, they're like, they're going to come through quick. We have here tiger, divine timing, good things come to those who wait. And obviously when it comes to birth, when it comes to these spirit babies coming through, they all have a significant birth date. Like you and me, the dates that we were born on, the year that we were born on, to the parents we were born to and where we were born. Even if you were raised in like kind of like abusive households, it was all divinely orchestrated at a soul level. Your human self obviously didn't ask to be born. Your human self obviously didn't sign up for certain like abuse that maybe some of you guys experienced, certain trauma that you held. The human didn't sign up for that, but the soul on some level would have wrote out your contract for this lifetime, and certain things that would have happened to you. Because obviously some things happen that are just part of the human experience, that are part of this identity. It wasn't necessarily they were supposed to happen, that there was a reason behind it. It's part of being incarnating into this physical, this earth is a school, and humans have free will. And unfortunately, some choose to do fuckery with their free will. So sometimes things just happen. And at other times it is the soul that chose to sign up to a certain experience for its evolution and for its growth. You're going to know the difference. The more you know yourself, the more you will know that difference. But divine timing, this is what the spirit baby has also been teaching you, to have patience, and they are most certainly worth the wait. I'm being shown a rainbow, so this could be a rainbow baby for some of you. You may have had a loss and miscarriage, and then this child comes through, but they will be a miracle, and they will be bringing that magic to your life, because they're already bringing magic when it comes to the other side, when it comes to the spirit, because they're bringing you into your abundance. But that's all the messages coming through. I hope that did resonate with someone out there, and I'll see you in another video.